leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 10.
A woman fed up with thieves trying to steal her Kia.
It's the hot thing for them to do now.
The extra precautions she's taking that's now making her new car so expensive, she wants to get rid of it. Lottery jackpot winners forced to reveal their names to the world in Wisconsin. Only on 12 can you lay low if you win.
A self-proclaimed lotto lawyer reveals how big winners stash their cash.
Thanking and helping a wounded Milwaukee police officer.
It means everything.
The donations raised by a Milwaukee restaurant and the officer's confidence that the man suspected of shooting him will be caught. And an ATM heist caught on camera after dragging the machine away. How much money the thieves actually got. First at 10, a Milwaukee woman says car thieves have targeted her Kia at least 5 times in the last 6 months.
Just look at the damage. One time they even destroyed the steering wheel lock police gave her. 12 News' Caroline Reinwald reports the woman says her only option now is to get a different car.
Lexi Perry has tried everything.
Purchased an alarm. I try to park anywhere I can safely.
To deter thieves from targeting her Kia Forte.
I received my first club for free from the police department. After they bent that one, I went and got another one.
Perry says her car was stolen within a month of leasing it when she was waiting for roadside assistance with a flat tire.
It was a young man that I don't know, and they held guns out and said, back up, don't do anything, and that's exactly what I did. And they took off.
She says they didn't get very far with the flat. Now, even though she's installed a kill switch, alarm system, and multiple steering wheel locks, her car continues to be targeted at least 5 to 7 times in the last 6 months.
This is like the next cool, fun, it's a game to them.
She says she's even been followed home a couple times.
I don't feel safe anymore. Period.
In 2021, more than 10,000 cars were stolen in Milwaukee. About 2 out of 3 were Kias and Hyundais. Perry says she spent about $2,500 continually repairing her car from break-ins and thefts, and her insurance rates have shot up.
So nobody at any point has told you, get rid of this Kia, go get some other car?
Yeah, everybody tells me that. Every time I turn around, get rid of it, get rid of it. Okay, it's a new lease. I think I've said that more than anything. I don't know what to do.
What a vicious cycle. Caroline joins us now live. So Caroline, Perry says she's going to try to get a different car.
Right. She's going to try and see if she can trade it in soon. And she says until then, she's not going to make any more monthly payments on this car, Joyce.
Caroline Reinwald leading us off live at 10. Kia and Hyundai are warning certain models can catch fire after the engine is turned off. Affected vehicles include Santa Fe, Tucson, and Sportage SUVs, as well as K900 sedans made between 2016 and 2019. We have the complete list on the 12 News app. Kia and Hyundai advise owners to park outside until repairs can be made.
Now to a lotto loot dilemma. A Wisconsin couple hit a huge Powerball jackpot, and the entire world now knows after they came forward this week. Tonight, a lottery lawyer explained to our Ben Wagner how big winners stash their cash.
Here are tonight's winning numbers.
With these 6 numbers,
I yelled to her that we won, and I couldn't believe it. It's unbelievable. You don't know what to do.
Tammy and Cliff Webster's lives changed forever. The Oneida Nation couple hit the Powerball at a gas station in Green Bay in January, taking home more than $150 million after taxes.
It was one of the happiest moments of my life.
And then we're standing there. What do we do? What do we do?
I want to have my full toolbox available.
That's where Kurt Panousis, the self-described lottery lawyer, steps in. He isn't representing the Websters, but has helped more than 30 winners navigate what to do after they realize they've won. Among his top tips, take exhaustive measures to stay private, even renting a car to go to the lottery office so no one can track license plates. Take the lump sum, like the Websters did, and set up trusts to protect your identity and your money.
This is not the time to go to your local credit union that you've used all your life and open up an account with them. You need some good financial planners.
Wisconsin Lottery requires winners' identities be revealed, though Panousis says there may be ways around it, including court orders for privacy.
These people look like they're a very happy couple, and you'd want them to ride out into the sunset and enjoy their life. But unfortunately, this newfound fame is something that they're not used to.
It's a hassle the Websters can now afford.
Just be thankful for what you have and be happy, and maybe good things will come because it came for us.
And Ben joins us live in Milwaukee tonight. Ben, there has been a push to keep lottery winners anonymous.
Right, Patrick. State lawmakers introduced a bill in 2019 to keep lottery winners' identities secret. It had bipartisan support, though it failed to get a vote before the assembly adjourned in 2020. Now, the lottery says that identifying winners is all about ensuring transparency in the process, Patrick.
Ben Wagner reporting live tonight. Thieves in Grafton tried to get money by ripping an ATM right out of the ground. New video shows the crime last Wednesday at the Cornerstone Community Bank along Wisconsin Avenue. After failing to break open the ATM, the pair chained the machine to the truck and took off, dragging the machine behind. Investigators say the pair ditched both the ATM and the pickup, which was stolen about a mile and a half away in Cedarburg. They did not get any money. Police are still searching for the two people. We've posted the full surveillance video in the 12 News app. Weather Watch 12 now. It was a beautiful February day, but the clouds have returned and Mark is watching the radar.
And Mark, a little mixed precipitation is headed our way.
Yeah, meaning maybe a little flurry action, a little bit of freezing drizzle, and then just plain drizzle. It's super light, not causing any kind of problems. You can see some of the greens there. That's a little drizzle back into parts of Iowa, also a little drizzle, and then a little light snow into parts of Minnesota. But again, this is just clipper number one. There's going to be more action to come in this forecast. Temperature-wise, hanging out around freezing as we head throughout the night. Wind chills in the 20s, so certainly not that bad for this time of year. Temperatures warm back up as the day goes on. Plenty of cloud cover. And again, this is just clipper number one when we have our best chance of seeing accumulating snow with either clipper number 2 or 3 coming up in Weather Watch 12.
The Milwaukee Health Department's $100 vaccine incentive is over.
Tonight, the health department said it ran out of its latest gift card allotment for people who got their first COVID vaccine. Wisconsin's Department of Health Services reported 1,935 new COVID cases, and that dropped the state's 7-day case average to its lowest level since the start of December. With declining numbers in cases, positivity, hospitalizations, and deaths, acting Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson said the city could consider ending its indoor mask mandate early if trends continue to go down. The mandate as of now is set to expire March 1st. But today, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention cautioned against moving too quickly.
But we're still at 290,000 cases a day. We still have hospitalization rates that are higher than they ever were during the peak of our Delta wave. And similarly for deaths, still at 2,300 a day. So while we are working hard to get out of this crisis mode, we do need to look downfield to see what living with COVID outside of crisis will look like.
Several states have already announced they are ending mask mandates in public places and schools in the coming weeks.
The man convicted of killing a 3-year-old Milwaukee girl in a road rage shooting will serve at least 36 years in prison. A Milwaukee County judge sentenced Antonio Bratcher in the shooting and killing of Brooklyn Harris. She died in July 2019 at 42nd and Townsend.
A 3-year-old is almost by all accounts a true innocent. It really defies any kind of explanation of why anyone would escalate this incident to fire 5 shots, 2 of which strike the vehicle.
The young girl was in the back seat of her mother's car along with 3 other children. Prosecutors say Bratcher fired the gun in a fit of road rage against Brooklyn's mother. Prosecutors charged twin sisters in the shooting of a waiter at a Wauwatosa George Webb. It happened early on January 30th when police say Brianna and Brianta Johnson were upset their food was taking too long and missing a hamburger when it did arrive. According to the criminal complaint, when staff asked them to leave, the 2 shot the 26-year-old waiter and kicked him in the head. The victim lost most of his teeth, half his tongue, and has bullet fragments in his sinuses and lungs. His mother told 12 News it took miracle after miracle for him to live. The Johnson sisters could face up to 65 years in prison for attempted homicide if convicted. They remain jailed on $100,000 bail each.
It's been nearly a month since a gunman shot a Milwaukee police detective in the 3rd Ward, but the support for the off-duty officer has not stopped. Investigative reporter Derek Rose caught up with Andy Wilkowitz as he was about to receive a big gift.
While many consider him a hero, Milwaukee Police Detective Andy Wilkowitz is just a guy
who's grateful.
It means everything to know that that people are out here supporting you, and I truly believe there's an overwhelming majority of people that do support law enforcement.
Much of that support seen Tuesday with a $10,000+ gift raised from a fundraiser sponsored by the Calderon Club in downtown Milwaukee. The restaurant helped raise the money in less than a month after a gunman shot Wolkowitz inside the Shake Shack in the 3rd Ward when he was trying to stop a man from attacking a woman. He has yet to meet that woman, but when he does, wants to offer a reassurance.
From what I heard, she felt partially responsible, but she did not do anything wrong in that instant. That was just evil that kind of took over, and that wasn't her fault. I did what I did because that's my job, and she has no need to feel bad about it.
And for the man suspected of being responsible, a comment of confidence from this detective about the investigators working at his side.
I'm 100% confident he's going to get caught. It's just a matter of time. I have the 100% confident in our department and their abilities to catch him. He will get caught.
Derek joins us now. And Derek, Detective Wolkowitz was one of 3 Milwaukee officers shot in a 2-week time frame. Has he had a chance to meet or speak with the other 2?
Yeah, Joyce, he actually has spoken to Officer Herb Davis, who was shot 2 weeks after Detective Wolkowitz. But that's not the first time. The detective revealed to me today he actually previously worked with Officer Davis on the job simultaneously. Joyce, it truly is a thin blue line.
Is indeed. Derek Rose reporting live. As for Officer Davis, he was shot multiple times and had his squad car stolen near 21st and St. Paul on January 27th. He's a big Cincinnati Bengals fan, and this weekend he will be cheering them on in person at the Super Bowl. A local radio group gave him 2 tickets. Officer Davis will watch the game with his dad. A Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy shot in the line of duty on January 26th is recovering at home. Deputy Christian Almonte was shot in his vest, side, and both arms while searching for someone who had run from a traffic stop. Su Casa Grande restaurant in Menominee Falls is holding a fundraiser tomorrow afternoon from 4 until 9. 30% of the sales will be donated to Deputy Almonte.
A crash involving a sheriff's cruiser caught on camera. Investigators say the car that caused the crash was driving itself. Next at 10, what authorities say the driver was doing. Plus, pushback from the Republican leader in the Senate, why Mitch McConnell is criticizing his own party's national committee. Then later, the Oscar nominees.
The year's biggest movies and their stars, and the one film that has already made history before the first Oscar is even handed out.
Hey there, I'm Diana Gutierrez. Tomorrow on 12 News this morning, the man accused of shooting a Milwaukee police officer and stealing his squad car is expected to appear in court. Plus, we're just days away from the spring primary election. Milwaukee County Sheriff Ernell Lucas explains why he should be Milwaukee's next mayor in our Coffee with the Candidate series. Lindsay?
And I'm tracking a clipper system that could cause some trouble for your morning and evening commute. I'll have the details on what you can expect and where the slick conditions will be. We'll start at 4:30.
Authorities in North Carolina just released video of an August 2020 crash that pushed a patrol car into the path of a deputy and state trooper.
The video shows the pair jumping out of the way as that car careens past them. It happened after a Tesla crashed into the back of the patrol car. Prosecutors said the Tesla was driving on autopilot while the driver watched a movie on his cell phone. That driver received a ticket. A bomb threat at a Washington, D.C. high school forced Secret Service agents to remove the second gentleman from an event there this afternoon. Doug Emhoff is the husband of Vice President Kamala Harris. Emhoff was at the school for a Black History Month event. After Emhoff was escorted away, the school building was evacuated. D.C. police are investigating the threat tonight.
Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell is criticizing the Republican National Committee for censuring 2 GOP lawmakers for taking part in a U.S. House committee investigation into the January 6 riot.
We saw what happened. It was a violent insurrection. With regard to the suggestion that the RNC should be in the business of picking and choosing Republicans who ought to be supported, traditionally the view of the National Party committees is that we support all members of our party, regardless of their positions on some issues.
Last week, the RNC voted to approve censuring Congresswoman Liz Cheney of Wyoming and Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. The resolution accused the House panel of leading a, quote, persecution of ordinary citizens engaged in legitimate political discourse. Our celebration of Black History Month continues. This morning on 12 News at 11, the co-founder of the Black Lens program joined Diana Gutierrez to talk about the Black experience in film.
Thursday night at 6:30, there are Black love-inspired short films playing at the Oriental Theater.
You see a variety of stories, you see a variety of filmmaking styles that's available to all. And some people may like all of them, some people may have favorites. And, you know, it's like a sampler of different stories that are being told.
12 News partnered with No Studios to bring you conversations like this one. To watch the entire interview, open the 12 News app and tap Project Community on the main menu. Our weather forecast is about to get more active again.
Mark, Clipperville returns.
Clipperville is back. We've had a lot of Clipperville this entire winter. What clippers are? These fast-moving little systems. A clipper is just a smaller, kind of agile ship that moves pretty quickly. That's what these clippers do. A lot of times they don't have a whole lot of moisture with it, and that's going to be the case for tomorrow. Thursday night into Friday, though, a little bit more moisture to play with. So let's talk about tomorrow. I'm not expecting to see a whole lot for tonight. I think your morning commute is going to be fine for tomorrow. Then some light snow, maybe a little drizzle or freezing drizzle, and possibly into the afternoon, one or two kind of quick bursts of snow. Not expecting this to cause much trouble. Could see an inch or two, though, Thursday night into Friday morning. I'm worried about that Friday morning commute. That could be slippery. And then on Sunday, later in the day, so keep this in mind, another chance for light snow. If you have some Super Bowl parties to go to, that could be impacted. So for tomorrow, flurries, frizzle and drizzle. Frizzle is just a made-up word. It's just freezing drizzle. It just doesn't fit on anything, so it's easier just to say frizzle. All right, one clipper through the area. Lots of cloud cover. Notice how we just have a few little speckles of white in Futurecast, and this is going to be really hit and miss. Many areas will stay completely dry as we head throughout the day, but don't be surprised to see maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there. Temperatures will still reach 40 degrees tomorrow, so it's fairly mild. Cooler air then works its way in. Then notice a lot more robust system here and a little more moisture to play with as we head into Thursday night. That's going to move through, bringing with it a chance for some accumulating snow that could impact the morning commute. Then notice all the greens in here. Our temperatures will warm up again, and the snow that comes down, a fair amount of that will likely melt. And we're only talking about an inch or two of snow. And again, that's Thursday night into Friday. Not expecting accumulation for tomorrow, low chances. And then we bring in that chance as we head into Sunday in the afternoon and into the evening hours. We're way behind. We've been talking about this. It's going to take a lot of snow to catch up. It may not happen. We are a long ways away from average for sure. Wanted to show you those temperatures. We weren't bad here, but 61 in Omaha and Kansas City. That sounds pretty nice. A little taste of spring in February. So nothing like that around here. We're 36 in Milwaukee right now. Would not be surprised if our temperatures in Milwaukee actually stay above freezing throughout the night. We're 33 degrees in Oak Creek, currently at Drexel Town Square. So temperatures tonight don't fall off a whole lot. Tomorrow, high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s to around 40 degrees in Milwaukee. So we go to 40 to 28. It will be cooler on Thursday. 40 degrees on Friday. A slick morning commute is looking fairly likely before those temperatures warm back up. And then we'll see some of the melting, but I'm worried about that Friday morning commute. Quieter but cooler for the weekend. A high of only 20 on Saturday, 25 degrees. A chance for a little light snow with clipper number 3 late in the day on Sunday. And don't forget, Monday is Valentine's Day. Weather looks quiet for that with a high temperature around 29 degrees. So again, tomorrow shouldn't be a big deal. Watching out for that Friday morning commute.
I swear that heart looks like it's 3D on that graphic. Thank you, Mark.
And the Oscar nominees are next at 10. The movie's up for Best Picture of the Year. Hollywood's biggest night is just weeks away.
Today, the Academy released its list of 2022 Oscar nominations. And here are the nominees for Best Picture: Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. The movie Coda makes history with its nomination. It's the first feature film led by a predominantly deaf cast to land a Best Picture nod.
I feel that Hollywood is starting to give several opportunities out to deaf actors, and I feel like this is just the beginning. It's like the thunderbolt, and it is increasing awareness of deaf people because we have so many stories to tell.
And here are the nominees for Best Actress: Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart in Spencer. And the nominees for Best Actor: Will Smith in King Richard, Denzel Washington in The Tragedy of Macbeth, Javier Bardem in Being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog, and Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom. The Oscars air Sunday, March 27th. The only place to watch is right here on WISN 12. Well, Dan joins us now with sports.
And Dan, basketball fans had plenty to keep them busy tonight.
Yes, indeed. Late night with the Bucks cruising on the coast, and Giannis will have even more company at All-Star Weekend. Plus, a star-studded night of college hoops. Johnny Davis carries the Badgers on the road, while Justin Lewis tried to bring the Golden Eagles back from a big deficit on the road. It's all next, Big 12 Sports.
Big 12 Sports, presented by Menards.
Bobby Portis was not picked to participate in the NBA All-Star three-point contest, but Giannis and his brothers, Thanasis and Alex, will compete as a team in the All-Star Skills Competition in Cleveland. They confirmed that tonight. The Bucks in Los Angeles again tonight, this time against the Lakers. And how is this for a start? Giannis rejected Russell Westbrook. Chris Middleton takes it all the way to the other end. The two All-Stars bringing it tonight. Grayson Allen to Giannis for the dunk. 23 first-half points for Giannis. Middleton had 21. Here he hits the three plus a foul. The Bucks lead 78-56 at halftime. Now, the NBA trade deadline is Thursday, and there are multiple reports that the Bucks have engaged in trade talks with the Celtics. The proposed deal would send Dante DiVincenzo to Boston for Dennis Schroeder. The Bucks reportedly want the Celtics to add wingman Grant Williams to the deal. The Celtics have balked at that so far. Tough road test tonight for both the Golden Eagles and Badgers, each facing a ranked team that was trying for a season sweep. Let's start with 18th ranked Marquette at number 24 UConn. The Huskies held star Justin Lewis to just 4 first-half points, 2 on the dunk. Golden Eagles needed somebody else to carry the load offensively. It was Omax Prosper spinning for the and one. Prosper led Marquette with 18 points. UConn led by as many as 14. They had a big advantage in fast break points. Adama Sanogo, 24 to lead all scorers. Marquette down 10 at halftime. Then they made a run. Sanogo blows the dunk. The Golden Eagles push it the other way. Greg Elliott shows they get hit in transition too. Elliott, 17 points off the bench. They fell behind by 10 again, but Marquette came right back. Elliott to Lewis, who finished with 17. They got within 3, but they ran out of gas. Tyrese Martin, 18 points. UConn beats Marquette 80-72 for the season sweep. Meanwhile, the 14th ranked Badgers at number 17 Michigan State. This is a game Wisconsin never trailed in. The alley-oop, Chucky Hepburn to Ben Carlson. Johnny Davis only put up 4 shots in the opening half, kind of let the game come to him. Hits the three-pointer there. Wisconsin led by 6 at halftime. Brad Davison missed his first 7 three-point tries until this one finally connects. Gave the Badgers a 10-point lead. They had Michigan State on the ropes. Spartans, though, playing at home, they wouldn't quit. That dunk by Malik Hall got the lead down to 3. And then Davis played like an All-American down the stretch. Hits a 3 here. He had to switch to number 51 because his jersey was ripped. But he finished with 25 points. The Badgers get their second straight win in East Lansing, 70-62.
We guarded when we needed to. We rebounded when we needed to. We did a good job in transition to get back and get our defense set. And, you know, we got good players on this team. I got one right here that's pretty good. And they just followed the game plan and did what we asked and played together.
This is the first time since 1963 that Wisconsin has won at both Michigan State and Purdue in the same year. That's the year I was born. That's a long time ago.
Well, they're on a roll. Dan was talking Lakers. Mark's talking Clippers.
There, that's nice word,
Thank
Joyce.
you. Thank you.
High temperature of 40, a little drizzle, a few snow showers tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you for joining us. Our next newscast is at 4:30 in the morning. Good night.